Alrighty, guys, and welcome back to Star Wars Review. Today is the weekly Star Wars recap for November 18th, 2019. So yeah, last week really wasn't eventful for news. There is one story I'm going to talk about, but it is something new. But it's about an old movie. You probably already know what it is, but I'll talk about it a little bit because there's not much else to talk about for news related stuff. Mainly because, you know, the stuff was released last week. So yeah, which just start off with new releases. So there was The Mandalorian Season 1, Episode 1, or just The Mandalorian Chapter 1, as it was titled. Um, I liked it. Uh, you know, uh, I didn't like it as much as other people liked it, but I still liked it. I do have a full review up, so you can watch that to know my entire thoughts. It is spoiler free for like a little bit, and I go like really in depth into spoiler territory. Same as my episode 2 review, but I'll get to that in a moment. But yeah, I liked it. I don't wanna go on too long because there's other stuff I'm talking about, but yeah. Then there was Star Wars issue 74. I did not read that one. Uh, so yeah, it's the next issue. What comes out this week is the final one of that, Star Wars ongoing. It's been going on since like 2015. So yeah. Well, I guess technically not because there's the like one-shot finale, Empire Ascendant, coming out next month. But you know, yeah. But yeah. I've only read I believe I read up to like issue 36 of the main Star Wars line, which was the entirety of the first writer, what's his name, Jason Aaron, I believe was his name. That was the entirety of his run on it. I haven't read um, Kieran Gillen's run, and then obviously the arc what's going on right now, which is the Maya Greg pack. So I haven't read any of that stuff, so I'm really far behind. Same as Doctor After. I've only read the first volume and then the Screaming Citadel crossover. So yeah, I'll probably be catching up uh, after Empire Ascendant comes out. Um. So yeah. Then there's Target Vader issue 5. Haven't read any of the Target Vader stuff. I believe that's gonna end up crossovering with the Empire Ascendant stuff too. So it's interesting. So yeah. And then the comic was Jedi Fallen Order Dark Temple issue 4. I read that. I read um last week. I read the first 4 issues before Jedi Fallen Order the actual game came out. So I know and whatnot. But yeah, obviously from what I read, the comic it actually ties nicely into the game. Don't know how the final issue is going to end, so yeah. Uh, I would assume it's probably has like something that's like spoilery-ish for the actual game. It's the only reason I could think why it's not out yet, but who knows? Or it's just how they, their release schedule. But yeah. I thought it was okay. I was like thing with me, like most of the comics, I really can't say much till I've read the entire arc or miniseries. So yeah. Um. So I just kind of depends on how it ends, but I've liked it so far. And then there's the Mandalorian Chapter 2, The Child, which came out, and I loved that episode. I thought it was a good improvement off of the first episode, and yeah, I really really liked it. Um, I also have a full review which you can check out also, and yeah, you know, to see my thoughts and same as chapter one review. It's spoiler free for a little bit, then I go into full spoiler territory. But yeah, you can check that out. Um, and then Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I've been talking about this for a little bit. I've played about 6 hours. I actually have the game up right now. I was playing it for a little bit, then I kind of stopped and did some stuff, and now I'm recording this. And then probably once I'm done recording this, I'm gonna go play more of it. But yeah, I've really been liking it a lot. Uh, it's to be honest, it's probably my favorite Star Wars game, excluding the Lego ones, since the 2005 Battlefront 2 um, Star Wars game. The original Battlefront 2. Like, obviously, that's not hard when what's really came out. Other than obviously, there's Force Unleashed into EA Battlefronts. There might be something that came out after Battlefront 2 I liked. Let me just make sure. Public Commando in 2005. Like, kind of played that, not much though. Obviously, pretty much all the Lego Star Wars games came out, which I will say I absolutely love the Lego Star Wars games. I'm gonna be honest, Lego Star Wars Complete Saga is probably my favorite Star Wars game, but yeah. But I'm just trying to think of just actual, this is Star Wars, not Lego stuff. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the Battlefront 2 from 2005 is probably the last, I haven't liked a Star Wars game this much since then. It's not Lego. Obviously, the Force Unleashed games came out. A lot of people liked them. I really didn't. I thought they were okay, but you know, yeah, like I think the gameplay was fun, but the story in the first one I just didn't really like, and I didn't even play the second one at all. So um, yeah, but the first Force Unleashed I really didn't care for as much. So yeah, but you know, I'm really happy that this Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is as good as it is. Obviously, there is some problems. I do feel like I don't know some weird animation stuff a little bit. You know, kind of a little weird, but obviously that's not a huge deal. Also, this is probably this is a problem for a lot of video games, but ever since like the PlayStation 4 Pro and Xbox One X came out, the games have started to run kind of crappy on the base PS4. I can't really say much about the Xbox One because I don't, you know, play on the Xbox One. But yeah, the game, there's some parts on the PS4, which is what I'm playing it on. The base model came out in 2013, which is the model I have. It kind of runs a little choppy every once in a while, but it's not consistent. But yeah, there's been games that have been worse. But obviously there are still some games that do actually run fine. Like recently, like the Resident Evil 2 remake, I played that on the PS4 and it ran fine. But yeah. Now I guess other stuff. The story, I've been liking the story. You know, there's lots of times where you go a good bit without, really there being much story. You kind of just are going around the map, and the story doesn't advance as much, which that's fine. I really really like the exploration, but yeah, I realized the game was a lot more you know linear than I was kind of expecting, which that's okay. You know, not a big deal. It's still, there's still places to explore, to finding hidden areas. And obviously right now I'm on. I've unlocked 4 planets. Mainly been the two, and I'm just at Kashyyyk right now. I just got there. Um, and obviously there's the planet you start on, but that's you can't go back to it. At least right now where I'm at the game. But yeah, and so in the last planet there's this two Cepho. There's a complete area when I found, but I decided, okay, I'm not gonna go there now. Like the story is not advancing me to there, so I'm just gonna, keep going with the story, get some more force powers, and then other like powers for BD1, and then go back to some of the areas. But I've been really enjoying the game, and the lightsaber combat I do like. It's actually it's harder. It's not just mashing buttons and killing guys easily, which and that's one thing I saw a lot of people complaining about was that you know the lightsaber doesn't kill guys fast enough, which eh, that's really not a big complaint from me. I would, obviously lightsaber is supposed to do all that stuff, but it's a video game. It's if you can just easily kill everyone in one hit, the game's just not fun. And obviously some people have they're fine with that. They don't really like that stuff. Which obviously there's enough like, puzzles and whatnot for that to be okay. But I kind of I kind of like the combat being more challenging than you know that. But yeah, I really want to play more of it, which I'll be doing soon and whatnot. I do have a playthrough going up on the channel. You can check out part 1. Part 2 might be up today. I might wait till tomorrow. Depends on what else other videos I can get done, which are a few I want to get done before um the next episode of Mandalorian comes out. But yeah, don't want to go too much longer on Jedi Fallen Order. I will once I beat the game, I'll be doing a review of it and whatnot. So yeah. And then the final new release was Star Wars Resistance Season 2, Episode 7, The Relic Raiders, which I just watched that, and that was okay. This so far the second season's been kind of going a little slow, and there really hasn't been too much plot advancement. Um, also, character Tam, I haven't seen her since episode 3, I believe it was. Um, kind of hoping we get more soon of her, but who knows? Um, but yeah, I thought the episode was, was okay. It you know, has some cool stuff involving Sith, but it really didn't go too deep, so it was kind of there. More of a backdrop. But yeah, really. Hopefully, the plot starts kind of moving. Um, it, it being the final season, there's second season. There's no more. It's kind of going a bit too slow for that. So yeah, obviously it definitely seems like they're just like trying to make it go as slow as possible till after the rise of Skywalker, so that they can get into territory after that. So it doesn't like spoil anything for Rise of Skywalker, but yeah, so far the second season I've been thinking it's just been okay. Like I enjoyed the first season. I wanted more out of it. So far with the second season, it really hasn't given me that more yet. But anyways, let's get into some new releases for the week. For this week, upcoming, there's the next book in the journey to the Rise of Skywalker. I believe it's the final one, which is A Force Collector, which comes out November 19th, which is tomorrow, Tuesday. So yeah, I believe the book actually came out in like the UK last month, so kind of weird, but yeah, interesting. I really don't know what it's really about. Um, so yeah, and I don't know how it will even connect to the Rise of Skywalker, but once we find out, I might read it for Rise of Skywalker, but yeah. And then there's Star Wars issue 75, which comes out November 20th, which that obviously will finish up the main ongoing Star Wars comic and whatnot. Um, so yeah, and then yeah, and like I said earlier, I haven't really read much of. I'm really not caught up on the main Star Wars comic. I have read it a good bit. 36 issues is a good bit, but yeah, I do need to catch up. But yeah, then there is Vader Immortal with Star Wars VR Series Episode 3, which is the final one, which comes out November 21st, 2019, which is Thursday. So yeah, I'll be ending off the, Vader Immortal Oculus Quest VR game, I guess you could say. So yeah, I don't own any VR stuff, so I haven't played episode 1 or 2. So yeah, um, you know, interesting. Yeah, I really don't know much about it, but yeah, and then obviously the Mandalorian Chapter 3, which comes out November 22nd, which is Friday on Disney Plus. But I've been really enjoying that, and I'm excited to see what's coming next. So yeah, then Star Wars Resistance Season 2, Episode 8, Rendezvous Point. Um, which I don't know, maybe we'll get maybe the Colossus will meet up with the Resistance, but who knows? But that comes out November 24th, 2019. So yeah, um, hopefully it starts to pick up some more. Alright, now let's get into some news. There's one story, and that is that there were some new changes to Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope, the original Star Wars film, which I would assume we probably know that. But with the release of Disney Plus, which came The Mandalorian, and new 4K versions of episodes 1 through 7, and I believe Rogue One, which which they haven't had 4K versions. The only ones that have been released in 4K prior to Disney Plus was Last Jedi and Solo. So yeah, I would assume 4K Blu-rays will be coming sometime next year, probably around the release of probably around the release of The Rise of Skywalker when that comes out on Blu-ray. But anyways, there's a new change to A New Hope. I haven't watched it, so I don't know. I've watched the scene on Twitter. I haven't watched the entirety of any of the movies on Disney Plus. So I don't know if there was any other changes. I'm not sure. Probably be I'll probably go through and watch New Hope on Disney Plus. But even though I own them on Blu-ray, but yeah, the scene, it adds more to the now I guess infamous scene with Han and Greedo, where Han, in the original version, Han shoots first and you know kills Greedo, and then obviously it changes in 1997 special edition. I believe it was that version where Greedo kind of shoots also, which in the original version Greedo doesn't shoot at all. And it was made that Greedo shot first, and obviously there's the whole Han shot first thing. And you know, then eventually, I believe it was 2004 DVD versions, kind of edited it more, kind of shot at the same time. And maybe I believe in the 2011 Blu-ray versions, it kind of edited a bit more and whatnot. But now this new version, right before Han shoots and kills Greedo, it cuts back to Greedo's face, and he says Maclunkey. Or he's having some dialogue, and Han shoots him, cuts him off because he kills him. But now it doesn't cut him off. He finishes what he's saying, and the word is Maclunkey. Um. So yeah, obviously don't know what Maclunkey means. So yeah, because there's like subtitles for dialogue what he's saying and whatnot. But then when he says Maclunkey, there isn't subtitles, so who knows? But yeah. Obviously, special edition changes. Obviously, they're widely known now. They're very, you'd say, infamous. definitely for A New Hope. A lot of changes in that are very bad. Um, there's just some downright terrible changes. I obviously there's plenty of videos out there about the changes and whatnot. Um, so I don't want to go on about it too much, but um, obviously in A New Hope, there's like when Obi-Wan or in the movie Ben Kenobi shows up when the Tusken Raiders attack Luke and 3PO and R2, and R2's kind of hiding in that little like in that cave thingy. Um, when they cut to the close up of him and CGI'd a big rock in it, which then in later scenes, uh, when R2 comes out, the rock's not there. That's not good. And obviously just adding like CGI creatures. Like obviously like in when they're entering Mos Eisley, it's kind of, the scene's definitely more extended, has more shots and whatnot of Mos Eisley and whatnot. I like those changes. Just some of the random creatures they CGI'd in. The CGI doesn't look good. And then the one scene when like the stormtroopers stop, Luke, Ben, 3PO, and R2, and the speeder. For that, in the original version, there's like some people and a droid or two walking by, which in the first place I kind of find that shot to be a little weird. But the CGI had a big creature what completely blocks the scene entirely. So it just yeah, it's way too much to the scene. And yeah, but that right there is probably my like one of my least favorite changes. Obviously, then there's adding the scene of Jabba the Hutt in New Hope, which because in the original deleted scene, Jabba the Hutt is a person, an actual human, and like Han Solo is like walking around him, and because obviously in Return of the Jedi he isn't, he's a Hutt, big, what Jabba the Hutt is, but so Han Solo's walking around him and he steps on his tail. Han Solo kind of, it's very weird looking. And obviously also that scene CGI adding like, Boba Fett and having a weird camera look, kind of very weird. That scene is not good either. Obviously the original delete scene is fine, but it's just the amount of CGI and like the drop of that CGI was definitely in the 1997 special edition. It's downright terrible. Um, so yeah, and obviously the infamous Han and Greedo scene. Yeah, most of the changes do come on Tatooine. After that, most of the changes I'm kind of fine with. Actually, it just fixes a couple colors and adds a couple things, would make it look a little bit better. Um, doesn't ruin the movie, but like obviously me, I wish there's a good middle ground between uh special editions and the theatrical versions because there's some changes I actually think are good. Uh, I do like, um, but yeah, obviously Maclunkey is a stupid change. Han and Greedo scenes not it's. I just don't know what to say about it, but yeah, obviously Empire Strikes Back. There's really no big change in Empire Strikes Back. One is like hated by everyone. Like one of the biggest changes is when Vader talks to the hologram of the Emperor, and they actually changed it to the Ian McDermott. Unlike believe it's like a woman who did the like face hologram scenes for the Emperor, which obviously it kind of looks like the Emperor, but obviously doesn't at the same time. So that's a change I actually think is a pretty good change. Trying to think like an Empire Strikes Back. Like there really was a big, like really disgusting change. Because most of the changes with that I kind of am okay with. Uh, because I believe in like Cloud City they added more windows, which I'm perfectly fine with that. Gives it more, just makes that a little bit better in my opinion. Um, yeah, I can't think of anything. And also Return of the Jedi, there's songs sang by Jabba the Hutt's band, which is CGI'd the creatures to sing a new song. It's not good. And then obviously at the end of the movie, adding Hayden Christensen as Anakin, that's something I'm just whatever about. And obviously this one, another change at the end of it is changing the song from Yub Nub to Victory Celebration, and then adding like scenes in from the other, from like I believe there's like Naboo, Cloud City, Coruscant. I believe there's Tatooine, maybe another one, adding people celebrating. Uh, so yeah, those changes. To be honest, like the songs, I like Yub Nub and I also like Victory Celebration, so I'm fine with either or. Uh, Obviously, Yub Nub works better with the original scene without cutting to the other planets and showing that. But I feel like Victory Celebration works better with cutting to the other planets celebrating and whatnot. So yeah, there's probably several changes I'm missing, but I guess also changing Boba Fett um, voice actor. Yeah, changing the voice of Boba Fett from I believe the original voice was done by Jason Wingreen, I believe was his name. Obviously like the obviously Boba Fett was like Darth Vader, where the actor on set was you know wasn't the voice. It was Jeremy Bullock who did the on set stuff, but it was he was placed in special editions. I believe it was probably the 2004 ones. It was changed to Tamara Morrison, who obviously played Jango Fett and voiced all the clone troopers, so it fits, with that. But yeah. Anyways, you know, and it's all of that changes, whatever to me. Also, but obviously don't want to talk about changes too much because you've already heard about them. But yeah, I've obviously never done any video on it at all anywhere on any channel. So yeah, but and anyways, I kind of went on a little bit of a rant. I didn't even add all that stuff to the script, but the Maclunkey change was actually done back in like 2011, um, by George Lucas, who was getting the films ready for a 3D release, which they did that for Phantom Menace, but then it kind of got the releases just got kind of canceled with the purchase with Disney purchasing Lucasfilm, and also I played the Phantom Menace. I looked at the box office for the 3D re-release. It did okay, not incredible, but okay. Um, I had like I don't know. I tried to find it, but I couldn't. I'm not really fully sure on like sources and whatnot. But yeah, but yeah, it's really kind of cool to have theatrical re-releases of the original trilogy, even if it's not 3D. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of 3D, so yeah, I believe I've seen one movie in 3D. I believe it was the Lego movie. So yeah, I just don't care for 3D as a format, and it never really, like they still release movies in 3D, which is weird. I guess it makes some money or whatnot, but and also I really hate it. Like I was looking for like Rise of Skywalker the tickets, and I wanted to see it in IMAX, but don't want to go like a nice time to go is around like 7, 6, and screening ahead at that time for IMAX was in 3D for my theater, so and next IMAX screening was like 9, so it was like but yeah, 3D is just not that. I just don't care for it. Um, but but yeah, and the changes were actually done by George Lucas and not done by could say Disney, but it'd still be Lucasfilm. But yeah, it's kind of it's a stupid change. But who cares? I I would assume there probably wasn't any more huge changes to the other original trilogy or prequel trilogy films because no one really is talking about those, and I would assume Episode 7 and Rogue One probably don't have any changes. It'd be kind of weird to change stuff now. But yeah, I've always kind of wanted special editions for the prequel trilogy to touch up on some stuff and you know all of that, and maybe change voice actor too. Some characters, but I would doubt it. And obviously, at this point, it's not going to happen because the only person who would make those changes would be George Lucas and whatnot. If George Lucas probably didn't sell Lucasfilm to Disney and whatnot, then he probably would have eventually made changes. But yeah. Anyways, I went on way too long about changes and whatnot to Star Wars, but yeah. Anyways, really wasn't much news this week because there's a lot of new Star Wars releases. There's basically everything except the new novel and movie, which obviously movies don't get too often. But there was a novel the week before, and there's a novel coming out this week, so it's kind of in there. This week there's actually basically there's technically a novel, a comic, you could say a video game, and TV. So you know, there's technically more forms of media coming out this week than last week, but there's a lot more stuff, and some of the releases were a lot bigger. Like Jedi Fallen Order is 10 times bigger than Vader Immortal Episode 3. Yeah. I'd say the one comic this week is definitely bigger than the comics last week because it's the final issue of the Star Wars comic. But yeah. Anyways, some videos I plan on having up this week. I want to get the New Hope review out, and the Empire Strikes review out too, but I'm just not sure. It just kind of depends. At least I'll say 100% I'll get the New Hope review out. And yeah, obviously more parts of Jedi Fallen Order, play through that. Depending on if I can get the New Hope review, if I can get it done tonight, I will have another review of, or another part of Jedi Fallen Order. But if I don't get it done tonight, then the next part of Jedi Fallen Order will be out tomorrow, and then I'll have a New Hope video maybe tomorrow, but probably Wednesday, and then whatnot. Yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I hope to get another part of Jedi Fallen Order out, maybe two. Friday or Saturday, I hope, obviously, to get the Mandalorian Chapter 3 review out. I hope I can get it out on Friday, but if I can't, I'll definitely get it out on Saturday. So yeah, it just kind of depends. Whatnot. And I do want to get into the Star Wars Resistance stuff, so with like a Season 1 review, and then catching up on reviews for Season 2. Also, I've watched every single episode, but, I just haven't reviewed them. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go play more Jedi Fallen Order in a little, and, yeah, also, if I beat Jedi Fallen Order this week and I can get a review out, I'll replace one of the Jedi Fallen Order playthrough parts of a review of the game. And yeah, which I don't know. I don't know how much more I pretty much just got the Kashyyyk. Played like the first 10 minutes of Kashyyyk or something like that. I got to the point once you can actually get out and explore it. Not. So I really don't know how much more I have. Because I heard the game was like 20 hours, but it obviously depends on how much you go through it. Also, what difficulty. Which I believe I'm playing on Jedi Knight. There's story mode, and then there's like whatever one was after story mode. Because yeah, I don't want the game to be too hard because I kind of suck at Souls-esque games. But to be honest, I've kind of sucked at Jedi Fallen Order. But yeah, lots more content coming out. Yeah, obviously next month in December is gonna be very much about Skywalker Saga stuff and whatnot. So yeah, obviously for this month and next, I'm mainly just gonna be kind of going through more newer stuff. And then starting next year, I'll be, really just doing whatever. Obviously next year, pretty much for new releases, there's just gonna be Clone Wars, and then probably Mandalorian Season 2, which I probably won't be till, this time next year. So, yeah, there'll be a, big gap around. I would assume Clone Wars will be released like Mandalorian, so week by week. Gonna be a big gap of not much from April to November. Obviously, new books and comics and whatnot, but yeah, I'll be worrying about that stuff later. But anyways, this has been Star Wars Review, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Accept the past. Execute Order 66.